I found 10 AI gadgets on Amazon that most people still don't know exist. And some of them solve problems you probably deal with every single day. The cheapest costs around $100. But the number one gadget puts an AI assistant, camera, translator, and audio system directly on your face and somehow still looks completely normal. Before I reveal it, comment your guess for number 1. Let's see if you can figure it out. Number 10 is the Plod Note AI voice recorder, usually around $100. Meetings, interviews, lectures, and important phone calls can contain more information than anyone can realistically remember. This card-sized recorder captures the conversation, then uses AI to create a transcript, summary, mind map, and list of action items. It supports more than 100 languages and can separate different speakers, so you don't have to replay an entire hour just to find one important detail. The real benefit is simple. You can pay attention to the conversation instead of constantly writing notes. It can also record regular conversations or phone calls using 2 different recording modes. Just remember that the included AI transcription allowance is limited, and heavy users may eventually need a paid plan. For students, journalists, salespeople, and anyone trapped in back-to-back meetings, this is small but seriously useful. That's the win. Number 9 is the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite, usually around $159. A normal webcam stays pointed in one direction, which becomes a problem when you stand up, move around, demonstrate a product or a record alone. This 4K webcam sits on a motorized gimbal and uses AI tracking to keep you centered automatically. Walk left and the camera follows. Step backward and it can adjust the framing. You can even use hand gestures to control certain functions without touching your computer. It records it up to 4K at 30 frames per second or 108op at 60 frames per second, making it useful for meetings, teaching, streaming, and YouTube videos. The small downside is that the smartest controls depend on its software, and a motorized webcam costs more than a basic fixed model. But if you regularly record yourself without a camera operator, this is basically a tiny AI cameraman sitting on your monitor. That's why it makes sense. Number 8 is the BirdBuddy Pro Smart Bird Feeder, usually around $180 to $300 depending on the version and sale. A regular bird feeder lets you know birds are visiting. This one tells you which birds are visiting and sends the evidence directly to your phone. A built-in camera captures close-up photos and video, while the app uses AI to identify the species. The Pro model can capture 5-megapixel photos, 2K video, slow-motion clips, and a live view. The solar version also reduces how often you need to bring the camera inside for charging. Instead of staring through a window and hoping something appears, you receive an alert when a visitor arrives. It turns an ordinary backyard into a small wildlife documentary. Some advanced app features and storage options require a subscription, and it needs a reliable 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi connection near the feeder. Still, for bird lovers, parents, or anyone curious about the animals visiting their home, this is weird, peaceful, and surprisingly addictive. That's the whole point. The next gadgets move beyond simple identification and tracking. One can translate a real conversation while both people continue speaking, and another gives your phone its own invisible camera operator. Number 7 is the Timekettle W4 Pro AI Interpreter Earbuds, usually around $449. Language barriers normally force you to stop, type something into a phone, play the translation, and wait for the other person to repeat the process. These earbuds are designed to make that exchange feel more like a real conversation. Give one earbud to the other person, keep one for yourself, and the system translates both sides as you speak. The current version supports more than 50 languages and over 100 accents, with up to 6 hours of continuous translation. A quick 10-minute charge can provide about another hour of use. This could be useful during international business meetings, travel, interviews, or conversations with family members who speak another language. But no translator is perfect. Accents, background noise, slang, and internet quality can affect the result, and the price is much higher than simply using a translation app. Frequent international travelers may see the value immediately. Occasional travelers should probably skip it. Expensive, yes, but genuinely futuristic when the conversation starts flowing. Number 6 is the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro AI smartphone gimbal, usually around $150 to $180. Recording yourself alone normally means choosing between a shaky handheld video and a static camera angle. This foldable gimbal stabilizes your phone and uses AI tracking to follow a person around the frame. You can place it on a desk using its built-in tripod, move through a room, and keep recording without asking another person to operate the camera. Its tracking is especially useful for cooking videos, fitness demonstrations, product reviews, travel clips, and vertical content. It also folds down for travel and works as a selfie stick when you need more distance. Like any tracking system, it performs best when the subject remains visible and the lighting is decent. Fast movement or temporary obstructions can still confuse it, but for solo creators, this replaces several frustrating retakes with one simple setup. Small device, big production upgrade. That's what makes it worth considering. Number 5 is the Eufy X10 Pro Omni Robot Vacuum and Mop, usually around $500 to $800 depending on the sale. Robot vacuums are supposed to save time, but older models often get trapped by cables, shoes, toys, and random objects left on the floor. The X10 Pro Omni uses its AI-IC obstacle avoidance system to recognize more than 100 types of objects, including cables and slippers, even in darker rooms. It vacuums, scrubs the floor with 2 rotating mop pads, lifts those pads when it detects carpet, empties its dustbin, and washes and dries the mops at its base station. In other words, it doesn't just move dirt around and ask you to finish the job. The station is large, and you still need to refill clean water, empty dirty water, and maintain the brushes. AI obstacle avoidance also reduces mistakes. It doesn't guarantee the robot will never get stuck. But for busy homes, pet owners, or anyone tired of cleaning floors every day, this is the kind of AI that works quietly in the background. That's why people will actually use it. Number 4 is the Enabot EBO Air 2 Plus. Usually around $360 to $380. A fixed indoor camera can only show whatever happens in front of one lens. This small robot can move around your home, stream live video to your phone, follow a subject using AI tracking, see in the dark, and return to its charging dock automatically. Its 3K camera and two-way video make it possible to check on pets, speak to family members, or inspect another room while you're away. You can also create patrol routes for areas you wanted to check regularly. And because its animated eyes can be customized, it feels more like a little character than a security camera on wheels. The warning is obvious. Stairs are a serious limitation for a small-wheeled robot, and any connected indoor camera deserves careful privacy settings. It also works best on floors where it can move freely. If you want a mobile home camera that doubles as a family companion, this is strange but practical. Number 3 is the Samsung Galaxy Ring. Usually around $400. Most fitness trackers expect you to wear a screen on your wrist all day and then sleep with it at night. This puts the sensors inside a lightweight ring and sends the information to your phone. It tracks sleep, activity, heart rate, skin temperature, and other wellness signals, while Samsung Health uses AI to combine that information into an energy score and personalized insights. The benefit isn't another screen demanding your attention. It's passive tracking that can help you notice patterns in your sleep and recovery. Battery life varies by ring size and usage, but it is designed to last several days between charges. And there is no mandatory subscription for the core Samsung Health experience. Correct sizing is extremely important, and it works best inside Samsung's Galaxy ecosystem. It also isn't a medical diagnostic device. But if you want health information without wearing a smartwatch, this is a high quietly hiding in a piece of jewelry. Simple outside, surprisingly smart inside. Number 2 is the Loona AI Robot Pet, usually around $500 to $530. Plenty of robot toys can move, play sounds, or repeat a few programmed actions. Loona uses cameras, microphones, movement, voice recognition, and AI conversation features to create something that feels far more responsive. It can recognize faces, respond to gestures, follow commands, play games, patrol parts of the home, and react with animated expressions displayed through its eyes. Its conversation features connect the robot to modern language models, turning it into a talking companion instead of a remote-controlled toy. Children may treat it like a pet, while adults will probably spend the first hour testing what it understands. The biggest limitation is battery life. Continuous play is rated at roughly an hour and a half, although the charging dock helps it recharge automatically. Voice recognition can also struggle in noisy rooms, and this is an expensive purchase if you only want a toy. But as a preview of where home robots are heading, Loona is one of the most convincing examples you can currently order from Amazon. weird but lovable. Expensive but genuinely different. Number 1 is the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2 smart glasses, starting around $379 depending on the frame and lenses. These win for 3 reasons. First, they hide useful technology inside glasses that people may actually want to wear. There is a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera for hands-free photos and 3K video, open-ear speakers for music and calls, multiple microphones, and voice controls built directly into the frame. Second, Meta AI can respond to spoken questions and use the camera to understand parts of the world in front of you. That means you can ask about an object, capture something from your exact point of view, or use supported live translation features without constantly reaching for your phone. Third, the second generation improves one of the biggest weaknesses of the original: battery life. Meta rates it for up to 8 hours with typical use, while the charging case provides additional power on the go. So which gadget surprised you most, and which one would you actually spend your own money on? Tell me in the comments and let me know which AI gadget I should investigate next. If you enjoy discovering useful technology before everyone else, subscribe to Tech Finds Daily and check the description for the latest prices. Stay curious, because the smartest gadget is usually the one you didn't know existed yesterday.